What up, YouTube goers? Welcome to another awesome Toys Collectibles figure review on Team Hell No. Yes, 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 no, no, no. Starting with actually two different packages. And the first one is the Toys R Us exclusive, like always, I know. And Daniel Bryan Build-A-Figure, Paul Heyman, WrestleMania 29. And I actually had this one in my personal collection for a while. What happened was I had the Kane. I think the newest one was Kane. I think it was Elite 22, I believe, or 20. But I sold them and I did a trade because I had an extra one. So I forgot I had this Kane, Elite 19. So I was like, oh shit, I forgot I got another Kane. And yeah. And my aunt actually picked these up for me, all four of the guys from Build-A-Figure Paul Heyman. So I'm pretty happy about that. Big shout out to my aunt, love you. And yeah. So let's start with the figure. And finally, Paul Heyman is finished completing. Now, Paul Heyman I will do on another video, because this is Team Hell No, and they don't want, you know, Paul Heyman in their video. So Paul Heyman, I'll do you later with your other thugs. Alright, let's start with Team Hell No, but let's start with the packaging. So right here we got a nice picture of Daniel Bryan himself, the beard. You know, at first I wasn't digging this guy, but you know, after a while I was like, no, I like this guy. I really, you know, think he's cool. And then here's a little bio of Daniel Bryan when he fought Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston at WrestleMania 29. Feel free to pause and read it. And then right on the bottom, we got John Cena, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and your boy Daniel Bryan, and of course, Paul Heyman. And yeah, that's pretty much. And on the other box, this is the Elite Series 19, Kane. And then right here it gives you a little bio of King and his career as champion, so feel free to pause that and read that. Now the other characters, we got Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Mrs. Elizabeth, and Shawn Michaels. Very good pictures of King and Daniel Bryan. So right here, let's start with the champions. So I put them, you know, arguing with each other, you know, like every Monday night when they air on Monday Night Raw. Daniel Bryan King used to go at it saying, I'm tag team champion. No, I'm tag team champion. You know, those guys used to drive me crazy. That's why they're called Team Hell No. And, you know, it was really funny. So let's start with King. So first of all, let's start with King. This figure is really badass. I really like this guy. It's like, wow, the difference from the newest King when he comes with the tag team championship. I think, like I said, I think it was Series 20 or 22. I have it on my other video, so you guys can feel free to check that one out. What I like about this one is he got the flames on the side, and that's really badass and sick. I really like that, and it has like that nice texture of the flames, black and red. And the accessories he only comes with his entrance mask. The extra belt that I got with Daniel Bryan, I actually threw on him. So right here, what I like about this one, his mask comes right off. Like, slides right off. It's not too big or too small or too tight. It's just the right perfect size. Because the other King one they had, like when, I don't know if you guys saw in my last video, like when I put it on, his face mask was like, oops, and Daniel Bryan fell. His other mask looked like it was too small, no smashing his face, and the other mask was kind of like, hold on, let me guys show you what I mean. His other mask was like this, kind of like that, how I'm pressing on the mask. But with this one, it's not. So this is the one I like about it. And then Kane's face expression. Here we go. Very good head sculpt of Kane. Really nice. Then we got him holding the tag team championship belt. Really nice, dark, goldish, shiny-ish to it. On the other video, I mean, King holding the title, the other one was like darker gold. So you guys feel free to check out that video, King. So, yep, he comes with his right glove. His left glove, laced up wrestling boots, and his attire outfit. And his mask. And Kane is out of action, and Kane will be back. He is working on See No Evil 2, I heard. So we be seeing him soon. He'll probably come back Royal Rumble. Now, let's start with our boy Daniel Bryan. Damn, this guy's badass. I mean, of all the Daniel Bryans they made throughout the years, I feel like they did not do a really good job on the Daniel Bryans. But I feel like this one really cuts to the chase. But the problem is I have with this Daniel Bryan, I feel like it doesn't really look like him. I mean, if you compare it with this Daniel Bryan, comparing to this one, it's really hard to say. I mean, it really is. I mean, if you turn him a little, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good figure. I'm really happy I got this figure finally. But in my eye, I feel like it doesn't really look like him, kind of. It kind of looks like an older dude with a long beard and freaking hair. He kind of looks like Wilson, if you know what I mean. But on the other hand, he still looks good. I mean, the beard looks good. The hair looks good. I mean, some expressions on Dan Bryan actually looks pretty good. I mean, on the 19 one, Dan Bryan doesn't really look like him, kind of. It's really hard to get a good Dan Bryan figure. Hopefully down the road, Mattel will be coming out with some better figures of Dan Bryan. And, you know, they prove us wrong. But this one, in my opinion, so far, I think this is the best Dan Bryan. Even if it doesn't really look like him, I think it's still worth the figure. Like I said, some of the face expressions does look like him if you turn them different ways and whatever. So the accessory he comes with is 2 tag team championship belts. And he comes with his no trunks, those laced up boots, no. And then around the back, no. Really nice. And as you can see right here, when I took them out of the package, I don't know if that's a scrape paint or as a scratch or as a dry paint over the machines doing the figures, but I can't really tell. But if you guys could tell what it is, please tell me what it is, because it looks like a dry lit paint. But like I said, it's really hard to say. My camera can't focus. Sorry guys, my camera's on crack. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to say if it's dry paint or chip paint, but whatever it is, it looks like chip paint or dry paint. Then he comes with the nice gold shiny belt. Really nice. But and another thing is, if you guys can see the difference, his upper hair is light brown and his beard is dark brown. That's kind of weird. But like I said, Mattel, step up your games with the Dan Bryans. Like I said, for this figure, like I said, it really doesn't look like him, but like I said, they did a good job on it though. I think it looks like him a little bit. I see a little bit of face expressions on him, a little. But like I said, I think they could do a little bit better. And like I said, Mattel will, you know, work on the mistakes, making better figures. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Like Triple H's and John Cena's, they were horrible on their head sculpts, but now they're getting better. Same thing with The Rock. But anyways, YouTube goers, these are the Team Hell No. And I hope you guys enjoyed these figures. And if you guys are Kane fans or Daniel Bryan fans or, you know, Team Hell No fans, I highly recommend these. And the hardest one to get right now is, you know, Daniel Bryan, because everyone wants him. And like I said, get them before they're gone. And all I have to say is, yes, 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 yes. Subscribe to my fan page on Facebook at Toys Collectibles channel by pressing like. And check out my other videos, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. No, 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 no.